Most IRS issues are civil, not criminal. That means penalties, interest, wage garnishments, bank levies, maybe even a lien on your property. But prison? That's not even on the table. They're going to throw me in jail. That's what a client told me just last week. He owed the IRS back taxes. He was scared. He thought the next knock on his door would be federal agents and windbreakers. And if you're behind in taxes, you might be thinking the same thing. Let me say this clearly. Owing the IRS money is not a crime. Now, if you cheat on your taxes, if you lie, forge documents, or commit outright fraud, that's different. But for the vast majority of taxpayers, the IRS doesn't want to lock you up. They want you to file. They want you to pay. They want you to cooperate. That's it. Let's talk numbers. In 2024, the IRS Criminal Investigation Division initiated just 1,373 tax-related cases. How many people were sentenced to prison? Only 615 out of more than 168 million tax returns filed. That's less than 0.0004% of all taxpayers. If you're worried because you're self-employed and fell behind, or your business took a hit during COVID, or maybe you filed late or haven't filed at all, that's not criminal. That's real life. Most IRS issues are civil, not criminal. That means penalties, interest, wage garnishments, bank levies, maybe even a lien on your property. But prison? That's not even on the table. But that doesn't mean you can ignore the IRS. If you don't file, if you don't respond, if you bury your head in the sand, the IRS can and will make your life miserable. They'll file a return for you, called a substitute for return, and it won't include any of your deductions. They'll assess the tax, then they'll add penalties and interest, and then they'll start collections. So, who does go to prison? People who hide money offshore, create fake businesses, use stolen identities, file false returns. Criminals. But here's the good news. If you're honest, if you're willing to take steps to fix the problem, you have options. Installment agreements, offers in compromise, penalty relief, uncollectible status, appeals. You don't have to go it alone, but you do have to act. So let me say it again. Being broke is not a crime. Falling behind is not a felony. The IRS wants your money, not your freedom. If you're worried, don't freeze. File, respond, get help, because ignoring the problem, that's when it really gets ugly. I'm attorney Stephen Leahy. I help business owners solve IRS problems forever. Let's put fear behind you and get your life back on track. Subscribe for more useful information from a tax attorney.